Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, TK. Hey, Daddy. I was just wondering when I could see you again. Give me a call and let me know.
Hey, TK, it's Carmen, baby. How are you? I know you're busy, but I miss you, papi. Te quiero ver.
Hey, TK. I'm calling you. I was thinking about you. I'm hoping that I get a call back. It's been on my mind. So, it's your girl from Detroit. Meet me back when you get a chance, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, a.k.a. T to the motherfucking K. TK Kirkland is the philosopher. T to the motherfucking K is my philosophy.
Hello?
What up, fam?
So basically, just to give you like a little rundown.
Okay.
I was with a girl for 7 years.
Right.
We just recently broke up a couple months ago. I'm gonna say like 6-7 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it started off. It was good. It started off good. It was actually great. I was caught up in a bunch of infidelities, earlier on in the relationship. And, she forgave me every time. And I never actually caught her doing anything, when that was going on. And when you're insecure, you fucking up, you going through your girl's phone,
Right.
I was going through her shit. I never found nothing. And then, we had a son. And hold on a second. Sorry. We had a son, and I decided that I wanted to straighten up.
Mm-hmm.
I went loyal like for a really long time. Like in my opinion,
Right.
Obviously in the eyes of somebody else, I was loyal for like a good 2 years straight. Like I had my head on my shoulders. I was having other issues, personal issues, financially.
Mm-hmm.
Switching jobs or whatever. But that's when things started to go downhill.
Okay.
What had happened was I had caught her, entertaining men through text, and and I was noticing that she didn't have the time to cheat on me.
Okay.
She has a daughter. Of her own. We had a son together. I raised her daughter. I still, I'm sorry.
Ain't that crazy though? I'm sorry to interrupt. Ain't that crazy when you think they don't have the time?
Well, this is when I started figuring she blatantly would not show up at night, and then that's when I was like, okay, this is not wrong. She'd come home real late, where she usually wouldn't do that. She normally wouldn't do that.
Uh-huh.
So that's the time that she was having.
Okay.
Because her working, and I understand her at work, she can have a little work fling too, but her working, her being with the kids, and she really didn't have the time. So when I was with the kids and she was out, because I really didn't have an issue with that at first either.
Right.
I didn't mind watching the kids and having her go out. Whatever, but yeah, she started coming home real late, and that's when I started noticing the pattern. It was kind of a fuck you fucked me over before type of thing, and it was real spiteful, and I wasn't having that, because at that point I had already been loyal for a really long time. You know what I mean?
Right. Here's my thing.
So,
can you hear me? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you keep going for a second, and I'm gonna tell you a story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the reason why I reached out to you too is because I consider myself a really strong dude, and I know I'm realistic, and I know what's going on in the world, but
right.
I'm usually the person to give that advice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally understand.
When you hit me and you were like, I'm surprised you didn't do nothing to her. I wasn't planning on doing nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real crazy situation.
Right.
That probably a lot of people that I know would have probably ended up in jail.
Right, true.
You know what I mean? And I was, I'm actually on probation right now, so that's the first thing I thought about was being
right now. You're on probation for a relationship or probation or something else?
No, for something else. Me and her never had any type of altercations.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Me and her, like I said, everything was good for a really long time. Even at the point right now where we're not together, I respect her. She respects me. But we, the reason why I reached out to you was because. As of lately, I have the kids on the weekends. She doesn't have me on child support. I willingly take a certain amount of my check that goes directly to her bank.
Okay.
And I feel like right now I'm overpaying.
Mm.
When I left, I knew the situation because I'm from Boston, so it's kind of the rent is high.
Hell yeah, Boston.
I'm like,
damn right.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna leave this girl. I'm not gonna leave this girl just flat and dry like that. Take my portion of the money and just not try to help her. But I feel at one point I gotta kind of have the conversation that I can't give you as much as I'm giving you. Like it's been a good 6-7 months now that I've given her a rack a month. So we talk about what, $7,000 already.
Yeah, that's too much money for a child, dog. You paying, and she got a kid from somebody else too, right?
Yeah, he's not around.
Okay, but she got a kid though from another dude.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Regardless if he around or not, it doesn't matter. So here's my thing: how much do you make a month?
That depends, because I'm in sales. All
right, so it fluctuates basically. Sometimes you can have a good month, sometimes you can have a bad month, and you still.
And this is where I'm sorry to cut you off. I've been having bad months, so that's where the financial problem was kind of setting in also.
Understood. Well, you sound very mature, yo, and she seems like she doesn't have no animosity towards you. So since you're not under a court order, why don't you just go to her and tell her that I can't give you $1,000 a month? I could really only give you $300. And she might have a fit and all that kind of shit, but run that past her first. If she agrees, cool. If she doesn't agree, I want you to shoot to child support. See, I want men to stop being men. Men are afraid to go to court and take a female to court for child support. And we got to start standing up for what's out. I'm not saying women take advantage of men. It's a combination of both. Men get these women down, fuck with their lives. Sometimes they don't take care of their kid. And then you got women who get good dudes who want to do the right thing, and they take advantage of the guy. I'm here to balance the game. I'm here to show men how they got to be men, not be emotional, and do what they're supposed to do. Like I told a gentleman not too long ago, CYA, cover your ass. And I want men to start taking women to court for child support. Because I get tired of hearing, I'm taking you to court. I want niggas to start telling bitches, I'm going to take you to court. Because it's men like you guys that get taken advantage of. For one son and the money that you make, you should not be paying $1,000. You should pay like $300 a month, and you still take care of your kid. I mean, you give her $300 or more. If she needs a little extra, you give her a little extra. But you make sure your kid got clothes. Make sure your kid goes to arcades and festivals and circuses, all that kind of shit. And you don't mind that, but you can't give her $1,000. You don't make it. You'll be broke. You'll be on the street.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right now, I'm not in a position to better myself, though. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get better, though. See, the thing about life, what makes life so beautiful, is that every day you got another shot to win. So what you have to do, even though you're doing that while you're sitting at work, while you in your car on the weekend, you got to start thinking about your next move. What do you want to do starting in January or sooner to better your life? Do I need to go to school? Do I need to take a trade? Is it something else I need to do? Those are things that you have to do and sacrifice something and work towards that to get extra money. Because people do shit backwards in life. They want to fuck the girl because she got a fat ass, she cute. Niggas want pussy at 17, 18 years old. All niggas want to do is fuck. Ain't nobody out here thinking about achieving. Girls want to fuck. I want a motherfucker with some money, and nobody's thinking about their future. So now you get pregnant. Now you done dug a hole for yourself. Now all of a sudden everybody want to go to motherfucking school and get their life together. Well, you're supposed to go to school first, have your life together first, then start fucking.
Right.
We do the shit backwards. And all of a sudden, everybody want to be motherfucking serious and want to do the right thing. But most of you niggas out here, most of you females out here, your money ain't right to have no motherfucking kids. That's the only thing in the world that makes everybody equal, is that everybody can get pussy and everybody can get dick. And pussy and fucking is for niggas and females who accomplish something. And that's just my dream. This is what I would like to happen in the world. That if you ain't have a certain amount of money in the bank, you can't fuck. Could you imagine the overall achievement in the world? If you had to have a certain amount of money to start having sex, everybody'd be successful.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard.
Nah, it means from birth, from a child, and you get people thinking, yo, I'm busting my ass, nigga, because I want to start fucking at 17, 16. I'm gonna have me 20 bands, yo, because I want to start fucking. I mean, it would be such a motivator, but that's not the real world. So the real world is you're paying this woman $1,000, your situation, your money's not right. You got to go to take her to dinner. Take us a nice dinner. We're only going to spend like about $100-something. Even if you just got to have appetizers. You go and you have a drink, you just have some appetizers. Because you can get full of appetizers and still have a nice time.
Yeah.
And be a gentleman. And so, you know what?
And I'm not, and to be honest with you, sorry to cut you off, I'm not broke. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just not making as much as I was before. Like, I'm still surviving. I still have enough money to push.
It's like a corporation, yo. It's like a corporation. You're the corporation. You know, when companies know that they're not making money, what do? They start closing stores down or they start laying people off. It's the same way in life. You know, you got to start cutting back. Yeah, you got to start cutting back. That's all.
And see, the funny style thing about it, too, is she was, like I told you, she was never really the type of person to go out like that. And, you know, now I see her, like, you know, and a side of me kind of is more worries about her, you know, because she's kind of ditzy. So when I see her out like that and I know she, you know, drinking alcohol, like she's not the best driver, I think about things more like I'm worried about her. But I know I don't want to be with her. You know what I mean? I'm trying to.
No, you're just a gentleman. You was raised right. You're thoughtful. She's the mother of your child. You know, like exactly. when me and my daughter's mom broke up, my youngest daughter's mom, I hated her, yo. I'm for real. But if I saw her out and I'm walking in the club and she's standing in line, I'll get her in as a gentleman. Get her in and go my separate way. One time, she must have left some nigga house. And she ran out of gas, and I wanted to say, bitch, you fucking niggas that can't give you gas money? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to my garage, get a gas tank, put gas in the thing. I go find her on the highway. I put gas in her car and walked away. Didn't ask her no questions. I did it because she was the mother of my daughter.
Yo, you see, that's just confirmation that I feel like an ill nigga because that's exactly what I would do. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm the type of dude to do something like that. You know what I mean? Probably go meet with another chick right after I leave.
Right. Yeah, because she's the mother of your child. You was raised right, and you have a good heart, and you know what being a man is about. So that's why I'm telling you it's not going to be a problem. You sitting with her and having a conversation with her. And don't jump right into it. Don't make it seem like the dinner is really about that move. Just start talking about every other thing and then work towards talking about your job. It's like, man, you know, the job is cutting back. You know, I've been struggling. Oh, by the way, babe, you think it's okay I could cut back until I get back on my feet because I'm struggling right now? And she's going to ask you how much. And you say, you know what, I did the math already. And I could really give you about $300 or $400. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I get extra money here and there, I'll give you a little extra. I just can't afford to give you no $1,000 a month. And when I keep thinking about that, nigga, you need to be smacked in the head, giving her fucking $1,000 a month. No court in the world.
Like I said, she. I don't know if she's gonna be able to make enough to, stay where she's at. And she always talks about, if I can't make this rent, I'm gonna go to Florida, and then she's gonna take the kids. That's a whole nother story. So,
well, you got to find out if she's not bluffing too. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know her. You have to know the climate of the room. When you know the climate of the room, you could walk in and you could feel what's real and what's not real. So you got to make sure she's not lying to you. If she's going out, okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. The reason why it seems like a possibility is because she doesn't have family out here. You know what I mean? Like her mom isn't doing too good. Her dad, they don't have the best relationship. And she kind of I was like, I don't want to say I was taking care of her in other ways. Like she doesn't have any mental or that type of stability. So she doesn't have anybody to look to. So I kind of, when she said that, I kind of took into consideration that that's a possibility. So I mean, God forbid she can't make the rent, and that landlord, she's not the she's not.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Andre 3000, one of my dearest friends. I was having problems with my daughter mom again. This is years ago. And I hated her and all kinds of feelings. And I'm going to tell you something he told me. He said, you got to choose which pain you want. And my point is, either you're going to pay $1,000 and shut up, or you're going to give her $300 and let her go to Florida, and you could always catch a flight to go to Florida. See, when
seeing your son less,
Yeah, but here's the thing in life, though, fam. Life is about survival. Life's about, is it you or me? And at the end of the day, you got to have a winner's mentality. Doesn't mean that you're a bad guy. Doesn't mean that you're hateful. It's just that you got to think to win. Now, if you keep doing this and you wind up getting broke or your money get fucked up and you start doing bad, I guarantee you she would not let you move in with her. I put money on it. So it's okay to be a gentleman, but you got to think logically. See, we have children and we get sensitive, and somehow women get colder and strong, like they become motherfucking the Avengers, superheroes. They don't have the same type of emotion.
Use that like our kryptonite.
Exactly. They're not as tough as us, but we have children, and men get soft. We get emotional, not emotional, but we want to do the right thing. We want to make sure the kid is right, but women not thinking like that. Women is like, I'm going to live my life. Okay, give me extra money, cool, and you trying to do the right thing. But no, let's go to Florida. You're going to see your kid. When I was young and my daughter's mom was playing games with my daughter, it was the hardest thing I've ever did in my life, dog, dealing with that woman. And there were so many lessons in it, and I was able to get through it and keep it moving. Then my other daughter's mom was trying to play games with me, and I was so cold. Like, I'm one of them niggas. You have a baby by me. You play no motherfucking games with me. I'm like, I'll see the baby when the baby grow up. You ain't going to take me through that motherfucking emotional bullshit and think that I'm weak and I'm going to blow your phone up and all that. Nah, wrong nigga. But if you want to be right and do the right thing, I'm going to give you this amount of money. And now my fucking money get fucked up, well, you got to carry the weight until I get back on my feet. That's why men and women have to meet people who are equally yoked, so that a woman doesn't really need your help if you fall off. She's like, okay, I just want you to spend time with your child. But most women who get pregnant, don't have no money. Most women don't. So that's how come they want to take the nigga to court for child support, because they don't have nothing. So now imagine two broke motherfuckers fucking. You got $3,500 in the bank. This bitch got $75 in the bank, but she fine, but y'all fucking like y'all porn stars. And nobody's thinking about daycare. Nobody's thinking about Pampers and milk. Nobody's thinking, oh, shit, I don't have no family support out this bitch, so this guy leaves me, I'm doomed. The dude is thinking about, oh, I love this bitch. She got a fat ass. Because that's what you young niggas be doing. Y'all be thinking about the bitch got a fat ass. She cute. But the bitch on the bus. And if you got hurt, there's nothing she could do to help you. She ain't gonna come around and give you soup. She ain't gonna come around and help you with your bills. You done. You fucked up.
Man.
And then things
too, because when I left, I had to leave her to whip. I didn't have to, but see, this is where the complication comes in. I don't have to do none of the stuff I did for her. You know what I mean?
That's right. You don't.
I left her with the apartment. I'm giving her the money to pay most of the apartment, and I'm in a room. I got a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to build myself back up. You know what I mean? You
gotta fall back to see the view sometime to better yourself. There's nothing wrong with falling back and come back a winner. It's called sacrifice. Nothing wrong with it, as long as you got a plan. See, if you fall back and you're not doing nothing, that's a different story. But if you're falling back to win, to build yourself up, to love yourself more, so that you can be a better father down the stretch, that's what's important. So remember, your life is like a business. When you do good, everybody wins. When you do mediocre, you got to fall back a little. If you're doing bad, you got to start making cuts. You got to start making cuts till you get back on your feet. It's like hustling on the street, dog. You take L. You fall back and you stay low and you make your moves until you get your money up. You get your paper up. And then when you get your bag up, people start seeing you again. Same thing in life. With your girlfriend, with your kids. Okay, kids, you was able to get sneakers here and there, but guess what? We got to fall back a little bit for a minute. But when we get back, we come back right.
Yeah, I have short-term goals, but it helped me a little bit if I didn't have to come out of pocket so much.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with giving her $300 for a few months until you stack your paper. And that's another route you can go. You can start giving her $300, tell her she got to get an extra job because you'll take care of the baby, right? And you stack until you get the money where you are. So, like, say you're trying to save $6,000 or $10,000. Well, guess what? You ain't giving her no extra money till you stack $6,000-$7,000. That's the goal. That's the plan. You gotta have a plan. Remember that. Just don't wing this shit. You gotta have a plan. Once you got a plan, you can achieve more. You can achieve more.
I gotta get my plan together. I was kind of just going with the flow. But when it hit me, it was already too late. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I look back at I'm looking at my checks and I'm looking at what I give her every week, $250 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Right.
I'm still in the room. I'm still in the small little room. I still got the hoopty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you could have bought a nice car.
Yeah, by now.
Yeah. So listen, fall back for a minute. Save your money. Get you a nice car. You deserve it. How old are you?
25.
Yeah, you deserve it, family. I feel so bad for a lot of you young men around the country because you put pussy ahead of everything. You guys put pussy ahead of every motherfucking thing. And no one's out here teaching you motherfuckers that, yeah, pussy cool, but that shit will set you up for the rest of your motherfucking life. You got to be selfish.
The crazy part is learning after the fact. Like I know now.
Right.
I know the situation now.
It is what it is. Like I tell people all the time, sorry to interrupt. Now you got to play the hand that you dealt because you're here, right? So that's why you called me. So I'm telling you how to move. You fall back on your payments. Okay, if you're giving her $250 a week, give her $100 a week, and start stacking. You got to be listen to me, fam. You got to be so focused and so disciplined that nothing else matters till you get that account the way that you want. If you got to get a second job, get a second job because you're young, you're 25. So get focused, stack the paper. If you get horny, nigga, masturbate. You know, drop the fuck off. Yeah. No, I don't want you to fuck nobody because you're going to fuck around and get someone else pregnant. You're really going to be fucking too.
I'm good. I use the Jimmy caps over here.
Okay, all right. And so if you can do that, then handle it. But stay focused. And stack your motherfucking money like you was James St. Patrick on Power.
He broke down.
Yeah, he gonna come back strong though. Watch, dog. You know what? A true hustler know how to come back. Always remember the setback makes the comeback that much stronger. Remember that for the rest of your life. So that's all you're doing. You're 25. So by the time you're 35, 40, you're going to remember these stories I told you, and your money going to be right. Your kid going to be happy. You're going to have a nice whip. Your confidence going to be out the roof. You're going to have another fly bitch with you that's working, that's bringing something to the table. Because what people don't know, and this is what my book is going to be about in January, you guys don't know the rules. And see, and once you know the rules and you know the answer to the questions, you can't lose. You can always go to this book and pick things out and say, okay, I got to do it exactly this way in order to win. Because the world is fucked up because niggas out here slinging dick. And you fucking these girls' lives up. So I put responsibility, accountability on the men. Because men know that their lives are fucked up, right? They know they're not really doing well. They go out here and chase these women. And girls want to be loved. You know, they want to get their pussy. They want to get dick down, too. But a man has to not allow a woman to control his life. And once you get a girl pregnant, your money is not right, she controls your life. Because now, if she's a weak bitch and her life ain't together, now you're in court. And now this becomes a distraction because you can't live your life. So you're working, you're living in a fucked up one-bedroom apartment, you got a hoopty. So instead of bringing bitches to your house, you're doing everything in your power to go to a bitch house or fuck in a car or fuck in the alleyway. And no person should.
I don't even have an apartment, TK. I'm in a room. You know what I mean? Like I'm renting a room right now.
Yeah, and I don't want you to live like that, fam. So for right now, you're going to focus. You're going to cut back on your money. And you're going to achieve your goal. And I want you to find a part-time job on the weekend. Like, what are your goals, though? What do you act? Are you a singer? Do you write? What other talents do you have?
Right now, I write music, but that's not necessarily a goal that I want to make money off of. You know, it's saturated. I understand how that works, so it's more like a hobby for me when I do the music thing. But I'm really good with the music. People know me in my city for the music, but right now what I do is I'm in sales, and I sell sophisticated products. $20,000, $30,000 inventory, and it's not doing that good right now, and my license isn't good. So the places I've recently been hired at where I could potentially make more money, they're not hiring me because I have a bad license. My license was suspended 2 or 3 times. I used to do a lot of wild shit. So I used to do a lot of wild shit. So my credit's bad, my license is bad. And I fucked up kind of early.
Okay, you're too young to be going through all that shit. But the great thing about it is you can only go up from here.
Yeah.
So what do you need to get your license straight?
Well, just right now I've been doing pretty good. I just have to, right now my points for them to go back down, I just have to go a certain amount of time without getting any type of tickets or, speeding tickets.
Now let me ask you a question. What does license have to do with sales?
Well, I sell cars, so it's a work at a dealership.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I'm confused. If you're not driving the car, what does that have to do with anything?
Because there's a lot of things that you have to do as a salesman that involves you actually being in a vehicle. Sometimes I have to drive cars to certain places, and I have my license. It's just not not good. It's not a good license. I almost got suspended last month. I had to take a class.
So at the car dealership, they want to make sure your license is at a certain level so that as far as insurance purposes and liability.
Exactly.
Okay. So you really, they can really fire you if you do one more wrong thing.
Yeah, actually, I mean, the dealership I work now is pretty cool about it. I've been there for a little while, so they're pretty lenient on, you know, as long as I have my license, I'm good. But as far as me leaving and try to, you know, maybe go to a bigger dealership, a better dealership, that's not a possibility right now. So I'm kind of stuck in that, or have to maybe choose another career path until, you know, I would fix my situation, you know.
Right. Okay. So I got a friend in Boston named Kareem. I'll see if you can try to get you a job with the Boston Celtics. Hold on for 1 second, Al. I'm going to call right now. Hold on. Yeah, his phone is not working. I got to find it because I got more than one number on him. But he's real connected with a lot of people in Boston, like the Boston Celtics and everything. So what I want to do is see if I can get you connected with him, and I'm going to hit him on his email. He'll hit me back. You know, he'll hit me back, and I'm going to tell him that you're a family member and see if we can get you a nice little decent job with somebody up there. And he'll look out. He's one of my homies. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because that's all you need, you know. But the thing is, you guys gotta, you know, when I think about this podcast, I think about you young men and young women. I'm so glad that I started doing this because no one is telling you the way it really is supposed to be.
Yeah, I like it. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I reached out. I listened to the podcast and I like what you're doing. So I felt like I needed that raw advice. You know?
Right. You know, and right now, and like I said, it's just temporary, yo. You're 25. So everything when you move from here is about good choices. Good choices. Remember, life is up and down. And what builds character is how resilient you become towards things. But you can't catch no cases. None. You got to be around good people who motivate you. Those are important. And that's a real important thing. And be careful of the women that you're fucking.
See, that's another thing that kind of, I mean, I know I'm pretty strong-minded. I know, you know, I got dick control and I'm not out here chasing too much, but, you know, the people that I'm around, you know, my close friends that obviously I'm starting to hang around with because, you know, I'm not in a relationship anymore, like people I go back to the sandbox with, they're womanizers themselves. So I'm trying to, you know, I got some things to keep me company, but I'm trying to stay away from that avenue too, because that could kind of knock me off focus, you know.
Remember, yo, the greatest thing you can have in life is God, health, and your motherfucking paper. Because when you got those three things, you can treat your children the way you want to treat them. If you want to give a girl that has your child extra $1,000, you can do it and it don't hurt you. You know, people always say, oh, it ain't about money. Oh, yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the hell. If anybody say it ain't, they ain't never had it.
We wish it wasn't, but it is, you know.
Right, we wish it wasn't. You know, I wish this was the 1800s without slavery when you can get shit with just a handshake and people move. But the whole world is based on that bag. And it's a bad thing, from women chasing dudes with money, from men robbing and killing other niggas for money, from the government going over to other countries and pretending that it's a war, and they going to get money and oil and gold and putting on the news that terrorists and all this kind of shit. When actually they're going for paper, for the way they portray Africa to be diseased and infested, and when you go there, it looks like you're in Beverly Hills, my nigga.
Beautiful, yeah.
Beverly Hills, Africa looks like you're in Beverly motherfucking Hills. And it's a shame what they do to damage our own people. And then you got young boys in your age group killing each other. You know, we get these guns, you would think they would go after the white man or the cops that be doing shit, but we get the guns and we help the cops out. We kill each other.
Yeah.
The dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, you're killing your own fucking soldiers. So we get guns, you know, we tough, right? Pop, 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 we'll kill a nigga in a minute. Cops come, we lay down, we put the gun down. We don't never shoot at them.
Yeah, you're right, man. It was instilled in us to kind of, you know, be submissive to the white man.
Yeah, obviously, huh? Obviously. We'll kill each other, tough, talk shit. White man come, lay down, yo. Now you ain't tough. You just lay down. You just shot 2 motherfucking black men over because you was some hater. You was a hater or a jealous nigga. But this cop come who been killing young boys for years, getting over, and you won't even shoot back at this motherfucker.
It's crazy out here.
It's crazy out here. But the focus is you getting out of the one bedroom. You're going to stay in time. I'm going to email to my dude as soon as we get off the phone. So give me like till Monday or Tuesday and hit me back. This number right on my hip. I keep this phone by me.
I appreciate that. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tag you in some hip hop stuff too. You don't have to, you know, promote. I'm not asking to promote it or nothing. I just want you to hear it, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know because my son is an executive over at Interscope, and it's hot. I'll send it right to him. See what he could do.
Yeah, it's definitely hot.
Okay, yeah, send it to me. Who knows? You might get a lucky break, family. I like stories like that. So send it to me. I'll send you my email now. Send it to me. Let me know what we could do. But I'm glad, for one, when you went to that hotel room and she was cheating on you, you was a man enough to walk away. I'm glad that you was man enough to try to do the best that you can financially, but then realize that you was doing too much because your money's not right. And remember, your life is a business. When you do good, guess what? Everybody eats. When you do mediocre, you got to fall back a little bit. You're doing bad, hey, I got to make some cuts. I can't do it like that this month. Run your life like a corporation, and you will always win. Trust me when I tell you that. You got to know when, like, okay, I can't have that. Can't know the whole. They definitely can't get that this month or this week. Next week you can get it, but you can't get it this week because I got to do X, Y, and Z. And remember when,
like according to what I'm getting paid too.
Exactly. And remember this one thing before I let you go. When you lay your head on the pillow at night, you got to be the winner. I don't give a fuck what else is going on. It got to be about you. As long as you happy, that's all that matters, fam. Everything else will fall into place. But you got to be happy.
Well, man, I appreciate it.
Yep, you got it. Stay focused, fam. Remember I told you, remember what I told you. That's stay focused, and you will win. I'm going to text you my email right now, and we'll chop it up and just hit me on my email. If he calls me sooner than that, I'll put you guys on the phone, and you'll start rocking it out from there.
All right, cool.
Okay, family. Take care of yourself, all right?
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Yes, sir. Oh, and may your pain be champagne.
Always, man.
My nigga.
Mo, make sure it's Mo Wet Rose, too.
Not a problem.
This episode of the TK Kirkland Show was produced by Jonathan Mena, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, music by Lando Beats. This is an official Loudspeakers Network production.